Most of us have seen the movie Taken. This movie is about a young girl who is taken from her family and sold into the sex trade industry. Yes, it's a movie. It was exciting, full of adventure. However, it does depict a problem growing in America. Today, annually in the US alone, over 300,000 children, young adults, and the average age of 13 to 14 are lured into the sex traffic industry. They're lured through social media, through gaming apps, and they're taken from our very homes, our communities, and our schools. Hi, welcome to the American Dream. I'm Steve Alkiner, your host. Today, we're at Where Hope Lives. This is an organization that's doing an amazing work to help those survivors of that industry, to help them recover, to heal, and to begin restoration process where they gain back the American dream. Let's go meet one of the survivors that is doing a great work here in Phoenix and across the US. So Irene, if you would just tell us what is Where Hope Lives.
Absolutely. Well, Where Hope Lives is a place where hope actually does live. And Where Hope Lives is the nation's largest human trafficking program. In fact, it's a residential, long-term, faith-based recovery program. So the question is, what happens when a survivor is rescued out of human trafficking? They have to have somewhere to go, to have recovery and to have treatment. And that's why we've birthed a long-term residential program where our survivors not only come from the state of Arizona, but they come from across the country to begin their healing journey. So we have a program when they walk through the doors where we walk alongside them throughout their program, where they're able to learn how to take care of themselves again, where they're able to get behind others and help others coming out of the same situation, where they're able to gain their education if it's something was stripped for them. In fact, we have a lot of survivors that come through our doors that say, I never got to do my high school diploma or my GED. That's something that can be done here. It's an opportunity to learn how to dream again.
Yeah.
When your life has been stripped from you from trauma, this is a place where you can dream again. And not only that, when you graduate our programs, you're set apart because you have a team of mentors that will walk alongside of you in areas of transportation, housing, education, finance, and faith. And it's just a tremendous program for people to be restored completely, to take trauma and turn it into triumph.
So they come here, they live here, and they typically don't leave until they've been through the process. They have hope again, they're dreaming, and they're back in society really as a productive, dreaming, excited human being.
Absolutely, right? Because they deserve that the most.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then Irene, my understanding is that you're a survivor. And so how did that process start for you?
Yeah. So I am a survivor of human trafficking, and sometimes we go through things in life that are going to be intended for good. And what I found with my experience is that I walked into a lot of darkness in my life and ultimately became trafficked for several years. And when I got out, I was fortunate enough to get that call from God to go help the girl I once was. And that's when I sought out Where Hope Lives to come help other women who are coming out of human trafficking.
No limitations, all their needs are provided.
Absolutely.
Everything from dental, medical, vision.
Yes.
It's amazing.
You've seen it here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So being what you've been through and then being part of this program and knowing how this happens to young people, is there any kind of advice that you could give parents or maybe current victims out there that might be watching this?
Absolutely. I think the number one way I would choose to answer that question is a cell phone in our hand is like a loaded gun. Every single day, perpetrators are online luring victims. So on any sort of chatting platform or any sort of social media platform, there's predators every single day that basically will take their line and cast it out with a bait at the end of it and try to reel in somebody who's vulnerable. And I think you would agree with me, any of us could be vulnerable at any moment of our life, and we are all one decision away from being human trafficked.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for your time and showing us around, and it's truly been a pleasure. So.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'm Steve Alkiner, your American Dream TV host. Arizona lifestyle, real estate, and adventure expert. Thank you for joining us.